In Suibi Cavern on Mount Ha in the Kingdom of Sai, Suzu had angered Rio, the mistress of the cavern, so she was sent to collect an herb called konkin, which only grows on a remote cliff.
Shokei was living in Shindo, in the Kingdom of Ho. However, the children around her found out that she was the daughter of the late despised king, and she was captured by the people of the town.
As the queen of the Kingdom of Kei, Yoko, was being patronized by her cabinet, she found herself as the victim of an assassination attempt by her closest aides, the court minister and the Sanko.
Let go!
Damn traitor! Fire at her!
Your Majesty.
A large cache of Toki weapons were found in the house of the court minister. This evening we arrested him and several others, and at the same time we also seized the remaining 2 of the Sanko. The Taifu and the Taiho are now in custody for attempting an uprising against the queen.
But why the court minister and the Sanko? Isn't the court minister the one who's responsible for the security in the palace?
It's possible that Kokon, the lord of Baku province, is pulling the strings. Last night, the patrol wagon that was carrying him was attacked, and now Kokon is missing.
The court minister was planning to lure your majesty outside Kimpa Palace and assassinate you. They were planning to take control of the royal palace and then take the throne by force. The court minister was entrusted with the power and jurisdiction over the entire royal court. Your majesty, I don't know if it would be proper if I told you this, but I have heard that Kaki, the court minister, and Kokon both attended the same academy together.
What? Is that the reason the court minister was trying to defend and protect Kokon? He resented my decision because of something so petty?
Without proof, it cannot be verified.
Anyway, regardless, I would like to ask him personally.
How did this happen? The last time I saw him, I'm sure he was...
What's going on?
What happened? What? How did he...
Your majesty, the court minister is dead!
Did you say...
Your Majesty, was the court minister...
It's believed to be a suicide. An admission of his guilt.
I wish you would take the time to inform me about these things sooner, Your Majesty.
Are you saying it's my fault that the court minister and the Sanko revolted against me? The court minister might have had some disagreements with my decision since he and Kokon grew up together. However, it's true that many people believed that Kokon was after the throne. He feared that his crime would be revealed if he were brought here. So he ordered the court minister and the Sanko to get weapons, and as soon as they did, they tried to kill me. With Kokon still at large out there, there's no other way to consider this issue.
Your Majesty, Kokon is a...
Are you saying we should have executed Kokon back when the Ministry of Military Affairs and the others suggested?
Your Majesty...
But who was it that said it would be better not to kill him?
Your Majesty, that is not at all what I meant by it. I do not think you understand.
No, of course I don't understand. And I suppose you think it's all my fault, because I'm just another female ruler, and I'm nothing more than a foolish taika. Everything is my fault because I don't know anything.
Your Majesty, I think no such thing.
Those who've always had complaints against the court minister will probably demand strict punishment for Kokon and the Sanko for what they've done. And so what am I supposed to tell them to do then? Perhaps I'll ban sighing as my first proclamation.
Your Majesty, is there something...
You are dismissed. I'd like to rest until the morning conference.
You've got the whole scenery. Why don't you paint something bigger?
I would rather freeze to death in the snow than to be pitied by someone like you.
Pity you? I'm only doing my duty to the Lord of K.
You mean to Geke? He has no right to be Lord!
Don't you say that!
What else would you call just taking the throne without being selected by the heavens? He not only killed my mother in front of me, but he also murdered my father in cold blood! He even slew Horeen, and then he just took the throne!
I see. Before your very eyes.
Yes, because he's nothing but a traitor! Don't you understand?
Oh, I understand. Now I know you're rotten to the bone. You disgust me. Just because you happen to live a life that is shameless doesn't necessarily mean that other people are inclined to do the same thing. You see, the Lord of K refuses to move to Yoshun Palace. He still remains in K Castle. He has no desire to take the throne for himself.
Wait, tell me, why didn't the Lord of K chop her head off too?
Because he knew that I didn't do anything that was wrong! Stop it! Please stop this!
Why? This was one of your father's favorite killing methods!
Please, I beg you! Let go of me! No!
My wife was killed in the very same way. Just for going into the town with a comb in her hair.
Let me go!
I'm not happy killing you in the same manner as my wife was.
No!
But we couldn't think of a more horrible way to do it.
No! I beg you! This can't be happening! Please, someone stop this! No! I don't want to die! Please stop!
Provincial soldiers! The soldiers of the Lord of K!
I understand the grudge you're holding. However, she's already been judged by the officials and lords of the provinces.
But 3 years ago, over 300,000 people were brutally killed under the strict laws of the tyrannical king. How is it that the daughter of such a king is allowed to live?
You may not be satisfied with the decision, but this kingdom will fall into chaos if the people take the law into their own hands. We must protect the kingdom so that we can be proud to pass it to a new ruler. But if you kill someone merely out of your anger, what kind of ruler would want to take over such a dishonorable and wicked place? Let this be clear. The Lord of K understands your plight. That is why he executed Chuutatsu himself, so that he alone would bear the guilt.
Just like me, Suzu was also standing at death's door, in the kingdom of Sai.
I know, I'm going!
Let me go!
I just want to escape from her. I'll get away and tell Queen Kay how evil she is. Then I'll beg her to punish her master for everything that she's done. Oh, that's right. Go! Take me to Juuni! To the royal palace! Take me to Chokan Palace! Come on! Get going! Please save me! I beg you! I come from Suibi Cavern on Mount Hall! The mistress of the cavern is going to kill me!
She always fulfills my expectations in such creative ways.
I know. It's time for the morning conference.
It was not enough to simply remove Kokon from his post.
The Chosai suggested Kokon be executed right away. And looking back now, I suppose he was right. I would like your majesty to take the Chosai's opinion more seriously in the future.
No, I must disagree. Kokon may have been angered by the dismissal either way, even if he was actually innocent.
Are you implying that Her Majesty has made a mistake regarding this?
No, I'm saying no such thing.
Daiso Haku, if Kokon is innocent, why would he run away? How do you explain that?
Well, he may
I
have...
think we should... I'm still the same as before.
She always fulfills my expectations.
I'm always worried about what other people will say. I'm afraid to hear the sighs from Keiki and the ministers, so I look for the answers that will please everyone. I'm just flattering everybody. This is exactly the same as before. Very well. The rest of the Sanko are dismissed from your posts. The Taihu and the Taiho are banished from the kingdom. And as soon as Kokon is apprehended, he shall be banished as well.
Your Majesty, these punishments are too lenient for such treasonous crimes.
Chosai, it's your duty to oversee the 6 administrations. So for allowing this conspiracy to occur, I hereby demote Seikyo to Taisai. He shall serve as the Minister of Court from now on. Minister of Ceremonies, Minister of Law, and Minister of Interior. You are removed from your posts and shall receive posts as Sanko.
Please, Your Majesty. Why is it that I must be punished?
The remaining ministers may choose the rest of the cabinet. And also, Keiki will hold the additional post of Chosai.
Your Majesty.
This is my decree! How could I be so bold with my decision?
Your Majesty. What have you done?
The Chosai faction and the opposition have been demoted to the positions of Sanko with no political authority. It will be interesting to see what happens next.
That is not what I am concerned about. You have given the Saiho a real power which is unheard of.
Keiki. I'm thinking of going outside the royal palace.
Your Majesty.
This is like a dream. This room is far more gorgeous than Lady Rio's room.
Is there anything you need to make you feel more comfortable?
No.
Very well, then. I would like you to come with me.
She is awfully young, isn't she? Please have a seat. You may also have a seat with us, Taiho.
Taiho? Huh? She's the Kirin? Then she is Queen Sai? Are you really the Queen of Sai, Your Majesty?
Yes, that is correct. Now, you may raise your head.
Everything was just a dream. Of course, Father and Mother can't be dead. and I will never age or become ugly. Gege!
Get yourself dressed. You should give thanks for the matron of the Rike. She ran all the way here to the provincial castle in the snow to inform us about you.
You mean Gobo? That hypocrite!
You are someone I never thought I would see here alive again.
So, are you satisfied? Are you happy to see that I'm living my life in misery?
The truth of it is, you disgust me to no end.
Why? You're the one who did all of this to me! You made me dress in these rags and live covered in dirt!
Most of the people in this kingdom wear what you just called rags every day of their lives. You disgust me because all you seem to know how to do is look down upon them.
You can say that to me, but look where you live! Right here in this beautiful castle! You probably abuse your official authority and dress in the finest of silks! Do you enjoy pretending to be king?
If we were to keep you here in Ho, it would no doubt upset many of the people. And so I think that you should leave the kingdom.
Are you going to exile me? You killed the king, you ruined the kingdom, and yet you still want to come after me?
I have no regrets for anything I've done. If I didn't stop him when I did, he would have kept killing until there was no one left in the kingdom. I just couldn't wait until the heavens decided to punish him.
In a couple of years from now, a new Taiho will begin to look for a new ruler. I would like to see you take a shozan and see if the heavens choose you. They might strike you down with lightning for committing murder. The truth is, all you really wanted is to be the king, because you were so jealous of him. Everyone was just jealous of us.
Finally, it came to a point where I couldn't stand it. You see, her father was the one responsible for killing my son. So when I saw her, I couldn't help myself from taking it out on her. I was so angry, and I just couldn't forgive her. You see, she actually revealed to us who she was. That she was the daughter of the king. And I wasn't prepared for that information. After all, she has to have some responsibility as his daughter. But she didn't care about anything except just feeling sorry for herself.
I asked the princess to leave the kingdom of Ho.
To where?
That I cannot tell you. But one thing I'm certain of, she'll never be returning to Ho.
She thinks that only she knows the pain of witnessing one's parents being killed right in front of you, while so many people have experienced the same thing. She doesn't remember how she was smiling in the royal palace while our families were being killed. But still, is all you're going to do just banish her?
There's nothing to be gained from holding on to hatred. It's about time we forget about Chuutatsu and move on with our lives. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
You should be proud. You saved the people from committing a terrible crime. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will dress my doll in a new gown.
The Seicho has arrived from the kingdom of Kyo. The queen has agreed to take in the princess.
There are many Yoma in the ocean between here and Kyo Kingdom. I hope that she will be able to get there safely.
Tell me, Lord Geke, will you be going back to Yoshun Palace any time in the near future? The kingdom of Ho needs a king, even if it's just for the time being.
Chuutatsu, Retsuo, could never forgive the officials who accepted or offered bribes. Both sides were punished with equal severity. He despised corruption. And when crime didn't go away, he would make more laws, one after the next. He believed that if he kept trying, one day the people would stop committing crimes. He never let the princess out of the palace. Just as the people should be innocent, so too should his daughter. He tried to keep her as pure as he could, as if he were trying to somehow have his ideal come true. And there was a time when I used to love the beautiful song she sang.
Here they come! Kocho!
Make sure you get her to Sohu Palace!
But General!
May you be well. The Lord has ordered us to escort the princess safely. And if we fail this, it will only bring shame upon us. Take her there at once while we distract them!
The kingdom of Kyo is located next to the kingdom of Ho. The queen of Kyo has been on the throne for about 90 years, but that was all Shokei knew about Kyo.
We deeply appreciate you taking her in. The Lord of K and his men have no words to express the gratitude we have for your kindness, Queen Kyo.
It's no trouble. We are neighbors, aren't we? So, you must be Sancho.
Is this Queen Kyo? She sounds so young. Her voice sounds so much younger than mine.
I hereby accept custody. From this day forward, Sancho shall be mine.
A young girl orders Shokei to be her servant. The girl looks at Shokei's face and giggles. The 12 Kingdoms, Episode 27. A Great Distance in the Wind, The Sky at Dawn, Chapter 5.